J-T-L. While I'm sitting here, stuck.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? This is your boy JTL Opposite from the Norm back with another one. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right. So this one, sad to do it, but we got to keep it real over here. Gonna keep it real over here. All right. So check this out. Y'all see the title? So we got so many disrespectful females these days that want to be biased and one-sided. So we the type of brothers over here that make sure we are not one-sided. Be fair and balanced on calling people out when we see the BS. Point blank, period. So let's start here. See a lot of females disrespecting the late, great Fredrick Douglas. But let me just give a summary of who the brother was and what he did in his life before we get to the personal stuff, right? All right. So he was born around February 1817, passed in February of 1895. Wow, he passed right by his birthday. Okay, let's go to here. What was he most famous for? Fredrick Douglas was a formerly enslaved man who became a prominent activist, author, and public speaker. He became a leader in the abolitionist movement, which sought to end the practice of slavery before and during the Civil War. Okay. And how did he fight against slavery? In Rochester, Douglas took his work in new directions. He embraced the women's rights movement, helped people on the Underground Railroad, supported anti-slavery political parties. Once an ally of William Lloyd Garrison and his followers, Douglas started to work more closely with Gerrit Smith and John Brown. All right, so that's just a quick summary of what the brother had done. You know what I'm saying? So he put in work. I mean, we're talking about a time going back up right here. Let's just look at this. He was born in 1817, passed in 1895. So that means, and then slavery was allegedly abolished in 1865. So that means he died 30 years after that. But his whole life, being born as a slave and dying as a supposed free man, but he had to fight his whole time. So to imagine going through that and helping people on the Underground Railroad, so that means he was helping also the great late Harriet Tubman, helping with the women's movement. He done a lot in his time. He done a lot in a time where it was not simple to do. But the simple fact that nowadays we disrespect people like him, and a lot of us don't have that right. So this is what I want to point out. I mean, we can critique certain things, say if you say contrast or comparison to certain people, like, but we gotta give grace and respect to our ancestors, because this is one of the great ones that did something for us to be where we at, and they was willing to give their life for it. If God blessed them to live their whole life, God blessed them. But other ones like MLK, God rest his soul, I'm gonna get on B. Simone later. But the fact that this man did so much great stuff, we worried about. Matter of fact, let me go to it right now. So his first wife, Anna Murray Douglas, that was his first wife. They was married in 1838 to 1882. So over 40 years he was married to this sister. Let's read up a little bit on her. She also was an abolitionist, member of the Underground Railroad, and the first wife. All right, so how did she help him? When he decided to escape slavery in 1838, Murray encouraged and helped him by providing Douglas with some sailor's clothing. Her laundry work gave her access to. She also gave him part of her savings, which she augmented by selling one of her feather beds. Amazing sister. Held it down. So they was married for over 40 years. She passed away in 1882. All right. So his second wife, what a lot of people or a lot of hating females talking about, is Helen Pitts Douglas. Now, I understand how people feel about that. Trust me, I feel the same way. So let's just talk about it. She was an American suffragist. Well, you know, the suffragists when trying to get votes and rights and stuff like that. Known for being second wife of Fredrick Douglas, she also created Fredrick Douglas Academy. But see, this is the thing. When he married her, this was in 1884, and he passed in 1895. Okay, so I mean it was together 11 years. So I get people being upset about that, but to take away from the greatness that he did, and this was towards the end of his life, and then act like he did nothing great because he went and got a white woman. You know, I put it in the beginning of the video what people say. But at the same time, we can't take away from what the brother did, what he was willing to do in at the time of slavery. So we shouldn't give this brother no more respect. Black women shouldn't give this man no respect. But you know what's so sad? What we don't talk about, let me show y'all this. Guess who black men have still showed respect for? Maya Angelou. All right. American author, poet, civil rights activist, rose to prominence with the publication of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings in 1969. Now, this same sister right here, God rest her soul, I had the utmost respect for a great poet, TV producer, writer, actress, all that stuff. Like, you know, one of my favorite movies, of course, is Poetic Justice, and she's in there talking that truth. And then when I heard the story, the background story of Pac, he was about to fight somebody because he felt disrespected. They kept saying his name wrong. She stopped him, pulled him to the side, said, "Young man, that's not how we do it. Think about your ancestors, the people who came before you, and how they would feel if they saw you right now." So the brother started tearing up. She pulled him to the side so people can see it, wiped his eyes, and they had a great conversation after that. That's the type of stuff I think about. That's what I think about. A love for her people, love for the children. Right? She even made a great, I remember this one play I seen on YouTube. Y'all can look it up. Matter of fact, y'all go ahead and look in the description. I'll probably put it in there. She did this one play showing how sadly in the 60s, our sisters was tearing down the brother who was trying and separating ourselves with that whole fembot mindset. And I appreciated and respected her for that. She done too much great stuff. But at the same time, if we thought like a lot of these ignorant females and the stupid shit that they say, guess what? A lot of us wouldn't respect her no more. And you know why? She married 2 white men. This was her first husband. Right here. And it said she explained why she married him 2 or 3 times. This was her first husband right here, guys. This was her first husband right here. This was her second husband. So, I mean, actually, my bad. This might be, is this her? Because I can't see the name right now. I think this is her first husband. His last name was Angelou. So, should we just disrespect her now, throw her away, and all the great things that she's accomplished? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree with that. I damn sure don't agree with that. I don't agree with it on Fredrick Douglas' side either. I don't agree with it. But I'm not gonna take away for the fact that she still loves the people. It's just now we gotta realize in this day and age that we're in a different time. So my thing is, if you want to be with somebody outside your race, that's fine. I mean, you still can do stuff for your race. I don't think you should try to lead your race. But at the same time, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. We're more free now than we've ever been as a people in this country. You know what I'm saying? Just don't disrespect your race. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. These black people did not disrespect their race. They did so much great things for their race, but they didn't disrespect their race. I mean, she wasn't the only one. Nina Simone. She was out doing the same thing. And black people, especially black men, still respect her as well. we don't throw them away. We don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So I need a lot of females sit down, be humble, because you saying all of this crap and you don't even know your own history. So I think you need to chill with that, because even though my Angelou dated outside of race, she still respected what needed to be done. Y'all see it right here. Honorable late, great Malcolm X. So then we need to stop trying to cast and throw stones at people that done great things for us, because at those times it was too great of things that needed to be done, and God bless them get it accomplished. So we're gonna still show love and respect to those people. So for the black women out there, be careful about them, and stop just saying I ain't like her, she don't define me. You need to do a little bit more than that. Trust me. This your boy JTI, opposite from the norm. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that noti bell. You know what I'm saying? Got more things coming up for y'all, Lord's willing. All right, make sure y'all mess with me. Chill.